welcome to biology class. I am Shipra from ADARSH MANDIR SHANKAR Mount Abu for class 11th. Today we will start new chapter, that is respiration in plants. So first, what is respiration? Respiration is a catabolic process. During this process, the large molecules are breaks into the smaller molecules. Food is oxidized in this reaction. So glucose molecule is break into the carbon dioxide and water, and also the energy is released during this process. That's why it is known as exothermic reaction. Clear? And oxidative process means food is oxidized. Oxidation is also takes place in this process. So what is respiration? Respiration is a catabolic, exothermic and oxidative process, and it can be represented by this reaction, that is glucose C6H12O6. It reacts with oxygen. So it is an oxidation reaction, and in the presence of some enzymes, it will convert into the carbon dioxide, water and energy. Now, respiration are of two types, that is aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. So what are the differences between the aerobic and anaerobic respiration? The first is, during the aerobic respiration, oxygen is utilized. Okay, so it takes place only in the presence of oxygen. But the anaerobic respiration, there is no utilization of oxygen. In the absence of oxygen, anaerobic respiration occurs. The second difference is, during aerobic respiration, the complete oxidation of food occurs. Food means mainly glucose. So the complete oxidation of glucose occurs during aerobic respiration. But in anaerobic respiration, incomplete oxidation of food, incomplete oxidation of glucose is occur. And during aerobic respiration, the end products, these are the carbon dioxide and water are formed during aerobic respiration. But in anaerobic respiration, end products are alcohol or other organic acids. And during aerobic respiration, large amount of energy is released. It is about 686 kilocalories from one molecule of glucose. But during anaerobic respiration, most of the energy is lost in the form of heat. That's why the very less amount of energy is released, about 21 kilocalories per glucose. Okay? So, in the anaerobic respiration and aerobic respiration, in both the cases, glycolysis is occurred in the cytoplasm. It is the first stage of cellular respiration, or we can say internal respiration. When the oxygen enters into the cell, so first it enters into cytoplasm. What is cytoplasm? The liquid present inside the cell. So in the cytoplasm, the glycolysis occurs first, and it occurs in the presence of oxygen and in the absence of oxygen in both the cases. So glycolysis occurs in anaerobic and aerobic both type of respiration. And what are the steps of glycolysis? First, the glucose molecule, it is converted into the glucose 6-phosphate in the presence of hexokinase enzyme. Kinase, it is related to the energy, and hexo means 6 carbon atoms. So the enzyme hexokinase convert glucose into glucose 6-phosphate, and during this reaction, 1 ATP molecule is consumed. This is the first step. Second step is glucose 6-phosphate convert into fructose 6-phosphate, and glucose and fructose are the isomers. Isomers means their molecular formula is same, but the structural formula is different. So the enzyme is isomerase, which converts glucose 6-phosphate into fructose 6-phosphate. The next step is fructose 6-phosphate convert into fructose 1,6-biphosphate. So this extra phosphate, 1 ATP molecule is also consumed. Then the next, fructose 1,6-biphosphate is converted into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. PGAL, and 2 molecules of PGAL are formed by the 1 molecule of fructose. Okay, because fructose is the 6 carbon compound and PGAL, glyceraldehyde phosphate, this is 3 carbon compound. So 2 molecules of PGAL are formed and they are converted directly into dihydroxy acetone phosphate, that is DHAP. DHAP is also 3 carbon compound, PGL is 3 carbon compound, and both are the isomers. So their molecular formula is same and they can interchange with the help of isomerase enzyme. Now the next process is 3-PGL is converted into 3-phosphoglyceric acid, that is 3-PGA, and for this conversion 1 NADP molecule is converted into NADPH2. NADPH2 means reduced nicotinamide adenosine dinucleotide phosphate. So here 1 NADP molecule is reduced, the reduction takes place, and PGAL converted into PGA. Then in the next step 3-PGA converted into 2-PGA, means in 3-phosphoglyceric acid at carbon 3 third carbon the phosphoric acid is attached, but from this third carbon this phosphate is changed into the second carbon, so it is known as the 2-phosphoglyceric acid, that is 2-PGA. Then the next step is 2-PGA converted into 2-PEP, means 2-phosphoglyceric acid converted into 2-phosphoenol pyruvate, and for this process 1 water molecule is released. Okay, and from 2-phosphoenol pyruvate, 2-PEP, 2 pyruvic acids are formed. 2 pyruvic acids are formed, and during this process 2 ATP molecules are formed. So the net gain during the glycolysis is 2 ATP. Okay, but 2 NADPH2 are also formed. 2 molecules of NADPH2 are also formed, and 1 NADP S2 molecules is equal to the 3 ATP molecules. But these 3 ATP molecules are formed during the ETS, electron transport system. Okay, so in the first step of cellular respiration, that is glycolysis, it is possible in aerobic and anaerobic both type of respiration, and during this 1 molecule of glucose is converted into the 2 molecules of pyruvic acid. Glucose is the 6 carbon compound and pyruvic is the 3 carbon compound. So 2 molecules of pyruvic acids are formed during it, and 2 ATP are the net gain of these glycolysis, and 2 NADPH2 are also formed. By these NADPH2 molecules, ATP